Caleb Calhoun will make you money. There's no question about that. Let's get to some. Are we already in week 7? Am I reading that headline right?
Week 7.
Can't be the case.
Halfway through the regular season.
Can't be the case. It's just so not right. But week 7, here we go. Caleb is killing it, I hope. How are you doing so far this year?
Well, I've had 2 bad weeks, Dave.
That's
so
okay.
I went 8-9 last week. On best bets, I'm at 50%, 9-9. So actually, that's slightly losing money. Going to make that back. Don't worry. Now, still on overall bets, I am 69-57. So I do better on bets I don't want to make than bets I want to make.
All right. Well, I want to remind you that our gambling predictions are gold with the one, the only Caleb Calhoun. Rocky Top Tom saying UCLA cost me a lot last week. I'm not going to say that word, Tom. But it's brought to you by Zen Sports, the new sports book in Tennessee. Please sign up for Zen Sports if you gamble. We would greatly appreciate that. Travis saying the OU on Arkansas killed me, the over under there. But Zen Sports, the new sports book in Tennessee, revolutionizing the way you earn sports betting rewards. That means no more deposit bonuses that turn into deposit nightmares. On Zen Sports, what you see is what you get. And with their cash rewards program, you get a lot of cash. For a welcome bonus, earn an unlimited 5% cash back on your betting volume for your first 15 days when you sign up with the promo code HOOKED. That's HOOKED. Unlimited 5% cash back. Keep betting, keep earning with up to 3% cash back on your betting volume every month after that. And refer friends to earn a percentage of their betting volume on cash rewards too. Zen Sports bringing the cash back to Tennessee. So if you bet big on sports, you want to be betting on Zen Sports. Zen Sports betting just got better. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-889-9789. Must be 21 and over and in Tennessee to bet. So tell me, Caleb, what is your greatest pick? Because I see the first one on offthehooksports.com, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you.
That's crazy.
Vanderbilt, you love the doors.
I have Vanderbilt covering against Georgia. I think Georgia wins. Okay, everybody's overreacting to Georgia week to week. Georgia was on a mission last week because people irresponsibly overreacted to them struggling at Auburn when I didn't think that was a big deal. And they were so annoyed playing an undefeated team at home. They were like, all right, we're just going to show the world. And you know this. They play up to their opponent when they need to, and they beat the brakes off Kentucky. Georgia's going to be back to not caring. So I think this week they don't care. They're playing at Vanderbilt. I do still think they have offensive issues, and I do still not believe in Mike Bobo. So I think they'll get like a 35-0 lead and then pull everybody. And so Vanderbilt might score a touchdown at the end, and Georgia wins something like 35-7 or 35-10.
On the message board, take Notre Dame minus the 2.5 and Indiana plus 33. There you go, Travis. Maybe we'll have Travis and Caleb go at it sometime in picks. You love the Razorbacks at Alabama.
I do. Alabama's going to win, but it's a 20-point spread, and Arkansas has been within one possession of every team but Texas A&M, and that was due to a lot of turnovers. I think that Arkansas is getting Alabama Alabama just had an emotional win over Texas A&M last week that they had to fight for. You know they're preparing for Tennessee next week coming to town. A little bit of a trap game for them, so I think they're going to play a little bit sloppy. Now, this game's going to hit the over because I think KJ Jefferson's going to go off. I think the Vanderbilt-Georgia game's going to hit the under.
Okay, you're 0 for 2 in my book.
That's crazy.
But you're better at this than me. I like Alabama because I think they found their quarterback in Jalen Milroe, and I think he's going to continue to grow. But we'll see about KJ Jefferson. That surprised me a little bit that he would go off. South Carolina -2 against Florida. I really like this pick a lot.
Hey now.
Because I don't think Florida's very good.
Yeah, I think South Carolina actually coming off a bye. I think they beat the brakes off Florida. I think Spencer Rattler returns to the Spencer Rattler he was, which is why I'm also high on the over 51.5. I think Spencer Rattler I think South Carolina might hit 40.
This is one of those, I don't gamble because I'm not very good at it. But when I feel certain about a game, I'm like 90%. For some reason, this just hits me as I feel certain about this game. So I would be stunned if you were wrong on this one, especially coming off the bye. Oregon +3 at Washington. I'm with you on that one as well. Why do you like the Quack Quack Ducks?
So this is the game of the week. 2 top 10 undefeated Pac-12 teams. Man, Pac-12 football's been great this year. It's just been such a great spectacle.
It has been. It has.
But I'm making my pick thinking like an SEC guy, Dave. Or Washington is at home and has the better quarterback. But Oregon, Dan Lanning coming from Georgia, has stacked their defensive and offensive lines. In a close game of 2 undefeated top 10 teams, the line of scrimmage team wins, don't they?
Yeah, typically they do. So yeah, I will go with you on this pick as well. And if you want to run through before we get to your best bets,
And with the line of scrimmage game, by the way, it's going to hit the under and under 66. Michael Penix is going to get a little exposed against that team.
Yep. We'll see. So the rest of your picks, let's skip Tennessee before we get to your best bet. You've got Auburn plus 11 and the under at 61, Kentucky minus 2.5 against Missouri, the over at
51.
The over at 51.5. Southern California, I'm going to stop at this one, plus 3 at Notre Dame. You've got the under at 59. Here's the problem. I don't think USC can stop anybody. So I would take the over, actually.
I think that, but I don't think Notre Dame's great at scoring. And we'll save this for my best bets, but there's a significant reason that people are too high on Notre Dame this week, and I'll break that down in a second.
Okay.
We get to the best bets.
UNC minus the 3.5 against Miami and the over 57.5. Oregon State minus 3.5 versus UCLA. You like the over 54. So take me through your best bets there on offthehooksports.com. Take me through your best bets. Here we go.
All right. So the one I'm least confident in are the best bets. I like Florida State minus 17.5 against Syracuse. Syracuse has gotten blown out 2 weeks in a row. And Florida State's been preparing for Syracuse for 2 weeks because last week they were playing Virginia Tech, which is not a team you have to prepare for. So I think Florida State covers pretty easily. Now, Tennessee, Texas A&M.
I agree with that.
You agree with that? Okay. Tennessee, Texas A&M.
You want to save that one for last? Let's save that one for last.
Okay, let's save that one for last. Fair enough. USC Notre Dame. I'm not just taking USC plus 3. USC money line. And I'm going to tell you why. Notre Dame's lost to Louisville. Louisville's overrated. And so that's a bad loss. But two, and more importantly, Dave, I have learned this with college football. Always fade Notre Dame during the week of midterms because they don't allow their athletes to play on a different schedule. And so
what is the money line? Because I would take the money line on this as well.
It's like plus 110 or something like that. So it's not much, but hey, you can win.
I'm taking it. All right.
Yeah.
So are we at Tennessee now?
Yes, we'll go at Tennessee, and I'll give you both. So Tennessee, Texas A&M, I'm sticking with chalk fundamentals, which is that Texas A&M has an emotional loss. They're on the road, and Tennessee's coming off a bye, which is why I think Tennessee covers a 3-point spread. However, the surefire bet, the bet of the week, even not just if you're covering Tennessee specifically.
Hey now.
You're with that on the okay.
I'm not telling you I'm with that. You just got Hank Kingsley excited.
Hey now.
Okay, so the bet of the week is Tennessee, Texas A&M under 54. These two teams ain't scoring 54 points to combine, Dave. It's not happening.
I don't want to be with the masses on this. Josh kind of hinted at the same. A lot of people are making this pick. It just seems too easy. And I'm going to go with I have no reason with the over-under not to pick the under, except that everybody is picking the under. So I'm going to say
that's crazy.
But that's also why I don't gamble. Okay,
you're fading Vegas just to fade them is what you're doing.
Exactly. I have no good reason other than everybody's doing it.
I'm sorry. It is.
That's lame. I know.
It's first of all, Matt, let's think from Tennessee's perspective. We know what they rely on running the ball, and they're not going to run the ball as well in this game because of Texas A&M's D line. We can't trust Joe Milton to beat them through the air. On the other side, Max Johnson is good only when he has time, but Texas A&M is not good at protecting. So Tennessee's got a great pass rush. They're going to be sacking Max Johnson all night. If the over under, I'm just going to make this prediction. If it goes over 54, Dave, it'll be because there's 2 defensive touchdowns in the game.
Ooh, which could happen with a pretty good front seven on both sides of the ball. I think Tennessee's going to be better at protecting than A&M will. Travis says Tennessee will score 54 by themselves if I bet the under. It's exactly right. Isn't that the case? Like your team wins when you somehow some sort of way bet against them. That's usually how it works out.